Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. In the meanwhile, I wanted to explain DDoS and DOS attacks. But before that, I wanted to inform you that so many of our subscribers are requesting to make a video on DOS and DDoS prevention videos. So today we came up with a video on this DOS and DDoS. So let us start in the topic. So before preventing DOS and DDoS, we need to know about how DOS and DDoS works. So let us see that. So let me draw a diagram for the DOS. So here is an attacker who is operating his system. Here is the internet, and here is the some web server of any of the company. For example, either TCS or Infosys. Okay. So attacker wants to send payloads through the internet to the web server. Now, what the DOS will do? DOS full form is denial of service. Denial of service. It is the way of attack sending high-level payloads to the web server to down the server. To down the server. What do you mean by down the server? When you send lots of payloads or lots of requests to the server, the availability of that server will be down. For example, this server can take 1,000 requests per minute. But attacker is trying to send 1100 requests per minute. At this time, it is only capable for 1,000, but attacker is sending more than enough. At this time, if some other customer who is a legitimate one is trying to connect this server, he will be unable to connect the server. This may lead to the business loss. This is what denial of service DOS attack. Now we will discuss about DDoS. DDoS is similar to DOS attack, but it's a small change. Let me erase all these things so that we can move forward. Okay. So now DDoS. An attacker is operating his system from his end. Okay. What this attacker will do, previously he has to compromise thousands of devices. Okay, thousands of devices. What is mean by compromise? For example, I am an attacker. You people are normal people who are using daily internet. So what I can do is I can create a malicious website or malicious applications or malicious videos, photos. If you have downloaded those type of applications, photos, apps, any of that, your devices will be compromised to my environment. From there, I can automatically send some payloads to your system. From there, I can connect to any of the organization to create a DDoS attack. So, for example, consider these are 1,000 devices I am operating from my system. So these all are legitimate systems, but compromised to my environment. Okay. These people all are downloaded some content from my website. So due to that, their device has been compromised. I operate from here to here. From this, it will goes to the internet and it will directly attack to the system. Okay. For example, it is a having capability of 1 lakh request, 1 lakh or 10 lakhs request per minute. Okay. Now, each there are 1,000 devices. Let us assume each device sends 200 requests at a time. It will be like 20 lakh requests per minute. But this server is capable up to 10 lakhs. So now it we can call as DOS, distributed denial of service. Unlike DOS, we are having an extra part here called compromised devices, which we can operate through a bot. Okay. This bot will automatically start sending payloads or requests to the web server, which is our target. Target can be any of the company. Okay. So now we have discussed the attacks like DOS and DDoS. So how to prevent this? Now we will see. Let me erase all these things. Okay. Now prevention. Okay. So here both DOS and DDoS having same prevention method. How to prevent an attacker sending payloads to the server. But before the server, what are the components we can expect? One is load balancer, one is firewall. Okay. After that, server will occurs. So between attacker and server, the load balancer will operate the request. And between load balancer and server, firewall will operate the requests. I think it is clear to everyone. So now the request will handled by the load balancer. So how load balancer works? Now we will see. So for example, in general, per minute we are getting thousands of requests. This load balancer will distribute this request in different ways. For example, this is an X company. They're having 3 zones of servers. From the internet, they're getting lakhs or crores of requests. This load balancer, what it does, it will equally distribute the request to the each and every server. Between each and every server having a firewall. Okay. This firewall will do uh, deep packet investigation, and it will reject the packets or it will accept due to its policies. Now we need to know about how to prevent. So now Load balancer work is to divide the requests, and it should scale the application calm. Okay. Now, when it comes to the firewall, at the firewall level, we need to write a rule in our SIM tool for one source IP. For one source IP, sum of bytes is greater than 1000 per minute. Okay. For example, from a single source, the bytes or the requests are more than 1000, then we will trigger a alert. We kept a rule to trigger alert. It may be bytes or it may be alert. Okay, it may be requests. For one particular system, it will calculate the bytes, sum of bytes greater than 1000, then it will trigger alert. Now, we will check that IP address by using threat intel tools. After that, if we found it is a malicious IP, we will go further to the NOC team to raise a ticket to block the IP address. Now, if it is non-malicious, if it is triggered for first time, we need to check last 2 to 3 months logs whether this IP has any communications with our organization in the SIM tool. Okay. From this, we can say if it is a new new non-malicious IP, we need to think about that. Is it first time or it has already connected with the organization? And this IP belongs to any other external company or some non-external sources. From this, we can conclude that we will again send a ticket to block the IP addresses. This is how DOS and DDoS prevention occurs. I hope you all has cleared the prevention method of DDoS and DOS. If you have any doubts, you can directly contact me in Telegram. Thanks for joining. Signing off, Black at Commando.